Today we'll go through some more words, simple words, and then start looking at sentence formation. So, Seema Mahoday, can you please read all the words on the screen?
Chanakya, the first row.
All of them.
Vishnu, this I can't make out after Padma. Arjun, Putra.
Padma.
Arjun, Putra. Ratna.
Ratna.
Ratna, Hasta, Andhra, Chakra,
Sangeeta.
Sangeeta, Agri, Brahma, Prahlad, Atman, Swarna, Nritya, Kamal,
Kudumala.
Kudumal, Shaya, Skandha, Swacha, Krishna,
Krishna,
Rashtra,
Jihva,
Jivha, Ishvara.
So here, this is just to practice the Devanagari script reading of the compound letters, Sanyukta Akshara. Like we have this Ka and Ya combination Chanakya. So last time we saw Ka Ya can be written as Ka and Ya, right? Kia can be written like this also or like this also. Both are fine. The writing, whatever you write, the pronunciation would be same. Chanakya, like this, Chanakya only. Then same thing, Vishnu, Padma also, we have this Padma. Padma has a special kind of writing like this, Padma. Or it can be also written like the and ma separately, right? Pa and the as a consonant, Vyanjanam, and after that there is ma, Padma. Write whatever, however you want, but the pronunciation would be Padma. So Arjuna and Tra, the writing Tra is also in Devanagari can be written like this, Tra, or could be Ta and Ra like this, or even you can write Ta and Ra like this too, Ta and Ra. These different kinds of styles of writing this Devanagari compound letters. So you can practice them using the workbook, which I have already given the link to download. If not, I can show it to you again where that is available. Then Hasta, Anda, Chakra. Here also there is a Chakra is there. Then Sangeeta. So Sangeeta, there is a Nga. Remember there is a Nga there, Kakaganga. And then there is Ni, Sangi, Sangeeta. Agni, then there is a Brahma, Prahlada. So note that there is a Ha before, and in this case Ha before and Ma later. And in this case Ha before and La later. So As such, they should be pronounced like that. Her first la later, her first ma later. Like Brahma and Prahlada, not Prahlada. La should not be pronounced before. Her should be pronounced before here, like this. Prahlada. Then there is Atman, Swarana, Nritya. There is Kudmala, Kudmala, Shayya. This is double ya here. So double ya, Shayya should be not Shaya, Shayya. Then we have Skandha, Swachha, and here there are three letters in this. Kutsna. There is a Ku is a Gunitakshara like ka, ki, ki, ku. There is a swara there, and then there is a sna. Ta is there, sa is there, and na is there. Krutsna. Then there is Rashtra. Here there are also three letters there. Sh, then ta, and then there is ra. Rashtra. Then here also Jihva. Her first, and then there is Va. Jihva. Ishvara. Do you know meanings of all these words, or want me to any word you do not know?
Kudmal.
Kudmala is a bud, like a flower bud, young flower bud. Then there is Shaya. Shaya is bed. Skandha. Skandha is shoulder. The Padma, lotus, Ratna is a diamond. Kritsna is totality, total, together. Rashtra, the country. Jihva, tongue. Arjuna means silver. Okay, closer. So we'll move ahead. So there are some slides here which there are more words. Okay, you can do that later at home. Now coming to sentence formation, there, if you look at the English sentences, how are they formed there? See, a sentence, like for examples are given here. A boy runs, a tall boy is running fast, a boy reads or read a book, a boy has read a book, the boys ran, etc. Right? So in all these sentences, how are they formed? There is a noun and there is a verb. The boy runs, in that boy is noun, runs is a verb. So what is the verb indicating there? The verb is indicating the kriya or action of the action in the sentence. What action is taking place or has taken place before or will be taking place in future. So the kala tense is also there, whether it is in the present tense, past tense, future tense. When is the action happening? And the action itself is represented by a kriya padam. Kriya padam means verb here. And then there is who is doing that kriya, who is doing that action. So that is represented by a noun. Some noun in Sanskritam is called namapadam. It is called, noun is called namapadam. And kriya is called kriyapadam. What is a padam? Padam means word. Padam means word. Nama means name. Nama is name. So something, a word indicating a name for some object. Name is, it doesn't have to be a given name. It could be just some word to reference an object. So that is a Nama Padam. And the Kriya Padam is a Kriya means action. Some word indicating, referencing the Kriya performed, action performed is Kriya Padam. Now there could be other words also in a sentence, right? This is the boy runs is a simple sentence, elephant goes is a simple sentence. In that, elephant is a Namapadam and goes or walks or runs, whatever it is, a Kriyapadam verb. But it could be other words also in a sentence. For example, here we have a tall boy is running fast. In this, what is the Kriyapadam? Kriyapadam is running, is running. Together we can consider it in English. The Kriyapadam, it's indicating the Kriya in the present tense, and boy is doing the work, that action, and boy is Namapadam. And what happened to tall here? Tall is describing the boy. So what is the characteristic of the boy? How is the boy? So it's a tall boy. So tall is Vishesham. Then fast. Now what is fast? What it is describing? It is describing action. A tall boy is running fast, running quickly, running slowly. So all this slowly, fast, quickly. So those are describing how the Kriya is taking place, or describing the characteristic of the action. So that is adverb, right? In English it is called adverb. So these kinds of words also could be in the sentence, whether it is English or any language. What are the characteristic of a noun, or what are the characteristic of an action? So those could also be in a sentence. And as we see here, reads or read, so the Kriyapada can also indicate the time when the action is taking place. Time in Sanskritam is called Kala. So it could be present tense or past tense or future tense. So present tense is called Vartamana Kala. Vartamana means present tense, Vartamana Kala, and Bhuta Kala, past tense, and Bhavishyat Kala, future tense, which we'll study the examples in Sanskrit sentence later. The boy ran, this is a past tense. So different words come together and they form a sentence. Now, there could be more description regarding the Kriya in a sentence. Right? Here we have, for example, the first one you take. Let's say a boy reads. Okay. Let's take an example here. Okay. Boy reads. So this is a sentence. Boy reads. Here what is the Kriyapadam here? Reads is the Kriyapadam. Boy reads is the Kriyapadam. Boy is who is doing the Kriya? Boy. Boy is the Namapadam. Boy reads. This makes a sentence. Now there could be other words describing the action here, or they can describing the boy also, how the boy is. Like we had this tall boy reads. Let's say tall boy reads. Now there could be more words in this sentence telling something more about this action. Like tall boy reads, what does he read? What question comes, right? What is he reading? So we can also add tall boy reads a book, right? Tall boy reads a book. Now there could be more words again, what kind of book it is, or written by whom. Like a tall boy reads a big book, something. So the big also becomes an adjective to this word book. And tall becomes an adjective to the word boy. So this big and tall, these are coming as adjectives, additional words, is describing something, some characteristic of nouns in a sentence there. Now what about the action here? Action, now a book itself is telling something about the action. Tall boy is reading what? Is reading a book. Also there could be more nouns in a sentence, more words in a sentence, telling more about the action itself. Now, question could come: tall boy reads a book. Where is he reading the book? Is he reading it on a road, or is he reading at home? So that kind of nouns also can be added here. Tall boy reads a book at home. So more words can be added like this. A tall boy reads a book, and then we can add of some author, okay? Of or ABC, some author's name. Tall boy reads a book of ABC at home. So this of ABC is more words telling about either the action or about another noun here. So of ABC, of some author, is telling about that book. Book belongs to whom? A tall boy reads a big book of some author at library. And so the more and more words could be there in a sentence telling either about another noun or telling something about the action, where the action is taking place, how the action is taking place, etc. there. So these are the basic components of a sentence, which will be also a similar structure will be used in forming a sentence. So other things to note here when forming a sentence about a sentence is that it has a noun, verb, adjective, adverb, we know that. And there could be prepositions like here, a boy, of book, etc. Of a, there could be prepositions. And also a gender, like a boy is has a masculine gender. A girl is a feminine gender, so on, right? How many genders are there in English language? So noun and gender applies to only nouns, right? Gender, a boy, a table, river, a girl. So these nouns can have genders. A boy could be boy is a masculine gender. The word itself is a masculine gender. Girl is a feminine gender, and a table a table is white. In that case, table is what? Table is a neuter gender. So in English, there are three genders here, and tenses in Scala. When is the action taking place? That we saw that there are three main tense or time when an action takes place: present, past, future. Then there is a number also. Number means how number attributed to verbs or the action, words indicating action, like runs. Did I say no? Number, sorry. Yeah, number is attributed to nouns. How many, right? How many boys or how many books, etc. So the number is also important, which is a characteristic or attribution of a noun. Boys ran in that boys. So there are multiple boys, and a boy, that is singular. So there are two numbers, right, in English, either one or multiple, singular or plural in English. Such a similar construct of a language are also present in Sanskrit language. So this is just to understand the basic of how a sentence is constructed and how it is the similar concept exists in the Sanskrit language. So now let's take here. Sanskritam, coming back to Sanskritam, there are similar to English genders. There are 3 genders: masculine, feminine, neuter. Masculine is called Pullingam, and feminine gender is called Strilingam, and neuter gender is called Napunsakalingam. Similarly, what numbers, which is called Vachanam in Sanskritam, there are 3 numbers in Sanskritam, not 2. In English we saw only 2, that is singular and plural, but in Sanskritam there are 3 numbers: singular, dual and plural. Singular is called Ekavachanam, dual is called Dvivachanam, plural is called Bahuvachanam. Ekavachanam, Dvivachanam and Bahuvachanam. So a noun can have 3 forms in these 3 different numbers: Ekavachanam, Dvivachanam, Bahuvachanam. We'll see some examples again later. So now the words we saw here before, how many are there here? Each one of them. How many lamps are there here? Deepa, when we say Deepa, how many lamps we see there? 1, 2 or 3? There is only 1, right? There is only one lamp. There is only 1 lamp. So the word which is given for that 1 lamp is Deepa here, Deepa. So Deepa, that word is a Namapadam, and that word is in what? It is in what Vachanam, what number? It represents 1 quantity, so it is singular. Sanskritam we call it Ekavachanam. So Deepa, that word is in Ekavachanam. Remember, in Sanskritam Vachanam applies, Vachanam and Lingam both are attribute of a word, not the object itself. Lingam, gender, and the Vachanam, the number, is the attribution or characteristic attributed to the word. What is the word here? Deepa. So the Vachanam of Deepa, word Deepa, is Ekavachanam. What is the Lingam? Lingam here is Pullingam. So generally, not the word ending in a, and the ending sound is Visarga here, Deepa. Visarga comes, and before that Visarga there is a, Deepa. So such words which are in Ekavachanam and which sound like so these are generally in Pullingam. Not always, but just for now you take this as Pullingam and Ekavachanam. So you might ask, this the object, if you look at it, is a lamp, so it doesn't have actually real gender, like a biological gender there, like a girl or a boy or lion or tiger. So it doesn't have it's not a living being, it doesn't have a gender as such. So how is it a Pullingam? So that is the important thing we need to remember, that in Sanskritam the genders or lingam is attributed to the word, not the object. The word lingam of Deepa word is Pullingam. Okay. So, what is the lingam here? Lingam should written like this. Lingam, the literal meaning of lingam is indicator or a symbol, indicator, identification, lingam. Okay. So, it doesn't necessarily mean gender. It's a identification of that word. So, yeah. So we have Deepa Pullingam. Then we have Chashaka. That is also similar to Deepa. That's also ending in a, Sarga, Chashaka. That is also Pullingam, and it is Ekavachanam. Then we have Syuta. Syuta, that is a Pullingam, Ekavachanam. Then similar, what are the similar words here? Pullinga, Ekavachanam you see here. All are Ekavachanam obviously, because there is only one quantity of those objects. So the words representing those one quantity is in Ekavachanam, and the words which are like Asanda, Chamasa, right? Those are in Pullingam, Darpana, Pullingam. What else is Pullingam here? Nothing else. So those are in Pullingam. Now coming to Dichakrika, this is ending in A. The words ending in A, those are usually, that is again, exceptions are there, but usually they are in Strilingam, which means their gender is feminine, Strilingam. The word is in Strilingam, Dvichakrika. Then we have Sthalika, indicating plate here. What else is there? Kunchika. These are all Strilingam. Shayya. Then, yeah, those one. Then there are additional Strilinga words are there, which are ending in long E here. Like we have here, Gati. So here, Dirgha E, Gati, Sammarjani. These are Strilinga Padam. Okay? Strilinga means what? The feminine gender. Then we have Bhashpasthali, Strilinga. Gati, Sammarjani, Bhashpasthali. So these are also Strilingam along with Shayya. So the words ending in A or E Dirgha, long E, these are also usually in Strilinga gender. Now there are other words also which are ending in what? Here, like Padatranam, Sanganakam, Kankatam. These are the lingam of these are neuter or Napumsaka lingam or neuter gender. They are neutral. They are neither Pullinga nor Strilinga. Other one is neuter gender. Padatranam, Sanganakam, Kankatam, Mishrakam, Sheetakam, Duradarshanam, Mudranayantram. So these words are in Napumsaka lingam, neuter gender. All right. So, any question here?
No.
No. So there are three genders and three vachanas attributed, which can be attributed to nouns. Now, vachanam, right now we are studying only, we have seen only words indicating one quantity, eka vachanam. I'll see some more examples here, which are indicative of, with examples of close and far, near and far. Here we'll use this example here. Esha balaka. Here balaka, this word represents, what is the meaning of balaka? Boy. Balaka means boy. Esha balaka. So here esha we are using. Esha means this or he in pullingam. Esha is a pullinga word. So esha balaka. This means this boy. This boy. Esha balakah. And here we are using on the right side sah shikshaka. Sah shikshaka. Shikshaka means teacher. And as you have seen before, like Deepaha. Any question?
Question. Why there is no verb?
No verb.
Eshach balakach just missing the verb, and in English is mandatory.
Correct. So there is no verb here when we say esha balaka, or it is just saying balaka, right? Just saying balaka. Even if it is, let's say this one. Yeah, so you can see here first. Saha means, let's take this example for now. Sah means he. Esha means also he, but which is close enough. And then kah means who, for asking the question. We'll use these words in sentences and we'll see how these are applicable. Saha, esha, kah. Something which is far or he, like we say, he is the boy, this is the boy. How do we use that? When we say he is the boy, if the boy is relatively far means it is relative, right? It depends on the context, how far. There is no hard and fast rule. You could be standing like in 4 feet, or it can be 40 feet, anything like. But it depends on how you are referring. And he is the boy, and if it's close, then generally we say this is the boy. So, and then to ask the question, who is the boy? That those examples. So we'll see with this saha, esha, kaha, and then. We'll see this one. Eshah kaha. This is the question here. Eshah kaha. Eshah kaha means what? Who is this? Now, Esha means this. This is what we saw here. Esha means he. Actually, he is not he. When we in English we say this, right? This is the boy. So this. Why I'm using here? Because just to be clear that Esha word is a pullinga word. This means generally it's not clear. It depends on the reference. This is a table. This is a girl. So in that case, this, what is the gender of this? So there is no gender for this. I think that's a pronoun in English. But in Sanskritam, we have to use a word with a correct gender when we are using it in a sentence. Example here, Eshah kaha means who is this? Kaha is a pullinga word. Who is this? Now, as you asked, where is this is verb here? The verb is missing here. Right? Esha means this, kaha means who. So if you just translate this, it means who this. Where is the verb is? Is verb. If it is just is, that is not mandatory to use it. It is missing here, but it is understood. We need to understand. I mean, it is understood. So if you want to add it, you can add it. So those are shown here. So the verb is asti. Asti means is. So verb, when we want to use is as a verb, we can add asti. So in this example, the next one, eshah kaha. So here you can add asti. Eshah kaha asti. This is a question. So this means, who is this? Now this eshah kaha asti, this sentence appears to be complete. However, in Sanskritam, this asti, using asti is not necessary. Esha ka, that means asti is understood. Esha ka asti. Then what is the answer? We can say just suryaha. Surya means sun here. Suryaha, or we can add asti also in this sentence. Suryaha asti. Surya is, or Surya or sun exists. This asti means is or exists. So here we can also add eshaha. Right? Eshaha Suryaha. This is eshaha Suryaha asti. Now the sentence appears to be complete. Eshaha Suryaha asti. This is at the end here. Surya is at the middle. Eshaha Suryaha asti. Now how is the sentence formation in Sanskritam? In English, this is Surya. This is how it is usual sentence is formed, right? This is sun. So what is the order of the words here? This is a noun, and is a verb, and this is again a noun. A boy reads a book. Boy reads a book. So in that, what is the order of the words here? A boy reads a book. Okay. So here there is a noun and a verb and a noun again. So you take this example, boy reads a book. In this, the order is noun, verb, noun. But what are the roles of these nouns? Roles means what is their relationship with this? What kind of relationship each noun has with the verb? The verb is reads. Reads is the action word which is indicating what action is performed in that sentence. Reads, and also it has a kala, in what time, whether it is action is performed in the present tense, past, or future. But let's focus on the order here. So reads, the boy who is performing the action, boy is performing the action. So that has a certain relationship with the noun. And what is that relationship called? Both are nouns, right? Boy is also a noun, book is also a noun. But their relationship with the verb is different. Both are nouns, but the relationship is different. Boy is performing the action, but book is not performing the action, right? Book is being read by the boy. So the action is happening on the book. So the relationship is different. So in English grammar, this noun, boy, who is performing the action is called subject, right? Is called subject. And book, on which the action is being performed, that is called an object. Right? So the order is a subject, verb, and object. So this is generally the order in a simple English sentence. But the order in Sanskritam, order of this, the relationship also exists in Sanskritam also. Relationship of different nouns with the verb also exists in Sanskritam. But the order in which a sentence is formed generally in Sanskritam is like this. Eshaha Surya Asti. In this case, Asti is the verb and the nouns are coming before. Noun, this is obviously Surya Asti. Surya Asti is exists or is, and Surya is performing that action of being existing. So Surya is a subject here. So we'll see more expanded sentences later. But for now, very simple sentence here is Surya Asti. Just two words. Surya Asti. So here Surya is the verb and Asti is the verb and Surya is the subject, noun. Right? So in a Sanskritam sentence, generally, not always, but generally, a simple sentence, the verb we put at the end for easier understanding. Surya Asti. Surya exists. Surya is. Now we can add Eshaha to describe Surya. Describe means Esha here meaning this. This Surya Asti. This Surya. This is Surya or this Surya exists. Something like this. Okay. The question to ask would be Eshaha Kaha Asti, or if you want to drop this Esha, that is fine. That is Kaha Asti. Who is there? Kaha word meaning who. And just if it is a lamp, okay, if it is a lamp, then we'll use Deepaha. Right? Deepaha Asti. Deepa exists. Or we can also add a qualifier, which is Eshaha. Eshaha Deepa Asti. This is Deepa, this is lamp. Just Deepa Asti means lamp exists, like lamp is there. Lamp is sitting there, lamp there. Esha you can add as a qualifier. Just think that you are pointing or standing near it and then you want to tell somebody that this is lamp. So we use the sentence like Eshaha Deepa Asti, or Asti can be omitted, or you can also say Eshaha Deepa. And if you want to ask the question, what is this? So you can ask Kaha. Asti you can ask Kaha Asti, that is a question. Asti can be dropped. Only Kaha, that also can be a question. Kaha who? Or if you want to add the qualifier this, then you can say Eshaha Kaha or Eshaha Kaha Asti. That also can be a full sentence. What is this? Or who is this? Rather, what is it? Who is this? So there is one more example here. On the right side we have we are Rama, a male standing there. Rama. That word is a pullinga word, just like Surya or Deepa. There's a pullinga word, masculine, and then it is in ekavachanam. And to say the sentence, complete the sentence, we can say Eshaha Ramaha Asti. This is Ramaha, or just Ramaha Asti. Rama exists there. And then if you want to ask the question, who is this? The same question would apply here, what was there before, like Eshaha Kaha. Who is this? Eshaha Ramaha. Similarly, we have Eshaha Deepaha. This is Deepaha, or Eshaha Deepaha Asti. Eshaha Kaha, Eshaha Deepaha Asti. Similarly, there are many more examples here with Eshaha, with the shorthand indicating nearness, closeness. So we have Eshaha Vaidyaha, Eshaha Arakshakaha, policeman, Vaidyaha, doctor, etc. So Eshaha Vanaraha, monkey. Eshaha Gajaha, this is elephant. Eshaha Gajaha, Asti can be optionally added. Shunakaha, so there are two different words here. Shunakaha Kukkuraha, to reference to indicate the dog. Shunakaha or Kukkuraha. Similarly, if we want to say that instead of this, for this we used Eshaha. For that we can use the word Saha. Saha Deepaha. Saha Deepaha. So Saha Deepaha Asti. So if the lamp is a little bit far, so we can say Saha. So that is a lamp. Similarly, we can say also Eshaha. Instead of Eshaha Rama Asti, we can say if the Rama is, if you want to say Rama is, that is Rama, then we can say Saha Ramaha Asti, or just Saha Ramaha. That means that is Rama. So Saha we generally use to indicate that or something that is a little bit away, far, and closeness. If something is close, we use Eshaha. Eshaha Ramaha, this is Rama. Saha Ramaha, that is Rama. Asti can be optionally added to indicate Asti means is. Saha Asti, Saha Balaka Asti, Saha Rama Asti, Saha Deepaha Asti. Saha Deepa Asti, this also Deepa. This is Saha Syutaha Asti. Saha Syutaha. Syuta we saw last time. Syuta means bag, and Syuta word is in Pullingam. So Saha Syutaha Asti. So there are more examples here. You can use Eshaha, Saha, you can practice this. So here, if it is long hand here, just to indicate far, that, so we can add here Saha Balakaha Asti, Eshaha Saha, Eshaha Arakshakaha, Eshaha Sainikah, Saha Marjaraha, then so on. Saha Eshaha Makaraha, Saha Kurmaha, Vyagraha, Simhaha. Okay, so you can practice this at home. So the same thing is in this book also, as a lesson number 3 here. एषः बालकः सः शिक्षकः एषः वैद्यः सः छात्रः एषः गायकः सः आरक्षकः एषः गायकः here this means is a singer आरक्षक policeman एषः पाचकः means cook सः कृषिकः कृषिकः means a farmer, he is a farmer, and then एषः वृद्धः, this is an old man, सः धावकः, he is a runner, धावकः. So the other thing you might want to know here, saha dhavakaha asti can be optionally added, that we discussed. And then what about this preposition, like he, in English we have he is a runner, he is a cook, he is an old man. he is a farmer. So in this there is no a. And it is not necessary here because the krushikaha, dhavaka itself is indicating singular. But in English it could be like he is, this is a book, this is the book, to indicate a specific book. But here in Sanskritam we do not have such qualifiers to indicate one specific book, like the book or the boy or a boy. So here it depends on the context again, whether we are referring to a specific book or specific thing or a generic thing. Saha Krishikaha, he is a farmer, or he is the farmer. We don't know yet, unless we understand the context in which the sentence is being used. Any questions so far?
No, this is good.
All right, so the next one here we have more examples of this and that. So here in the previous examples we used the words which are in masculine gender. It is balaka, shikshaka, that they are all in pullingam. Balaka, shikshaka, vaidyaha, chhatraha, krishakaha, gayakaha, etc. They are all in pullinga. There are more examples here with strilinga words, or the feminine gender words. So here words, which are the words here? Balika, shikshika, vaidya, chhatra, etc. But the qualifier for those words, those qualifiers are this and that those have changed here, because the words they are referring to, they are qualifying. Esha is qualifying the word balika because that is referring to word balika, right? This girl or that teacher, because that qualifier word, or we can call adjective, right? Adjective. This is an adjective actually. A word which qualifies or describes something or qualifies another noun is called adjectives. So here this is an adjective, esha. So an adjective, that means a word which is qualifying another noun in a sentence is called an adjective, and that adjective in Sanskritam has to be in the same gender as the word it is qualifying, as the noun it is qualifying. In the previous examples, esha balaka asti, sah shikshaka asti, etc. Balaka, shikshaka, these were, what are the lingam of those? Those are all pullinga words. So eshaha, saha, they are also pullinga words. Whereas here balika, shikshika, these are strilinga words. Therefore esha, sa, these will also change. We have to use the words which are in the same gender, same lingam as balika and shikshaka. So balika is in strilinga, so we change the word. We cannot use the word eshaha here. We cannot use the word eshaha, right? So we have to use esha. Esha also means this. In English there is, I don't find a different word to indicate this in a different gender. But in Sanskritam we use esha because balika is trilingam, and saha we used for pullinga words, the sa we used for strilinga word. So it was saha balakaha or saha shikshakaha. Now here we have Sa Shikshika. So that teacher. So again, is can be added. Optionally here, asti can be added. Sa Shikshika asti. सा शिक्षिका अस्ति एषा बालिका अस्ति एषा वैद्या अस्ति सा छात्रा अस्ति. So the words ending in a are usually, not always, usually we can assume that right now at this stage we can assume, or we can say that right now we are only looking at the such words, Strilinga words which are ending in a. Okay? There are also Pullinga words which are ending in a, but we'll come to that later. But right now we are only looking, to keep it simple, we are looking at taking the examples of those words which are feminine, which are ending in a. Balika, Shikshika, Vaidya, Chhatra, etc. Esha Balika, Sa Shikshika, Esha Vaidya, Sa Chhatra. Same thing we have Esha Gayika, Sa Nartaki. Again, this Nartaki, Dirgha E, that is also a Strilinga word. The other Strilinga words could be, what did we see here on the top before? There we saw Dvichakrika, so you can use Sa Dvichakrika Asti or Esha Dvichakrika Asti. Esha means this is a bicycle. Esha Dvichakrika Asti. Then we have Sa Sthalika, Esha Sthalika, Sa Kunchika, Esha Kunchika, Sa Ghati, Esha Ghati, Esha Sammarjani, Sa Sammarjani, Sa Shayya, Esha Shayya, Sa Bashpasthali, Esha Bashpasthali. Bashpa here means vapor, Sthali means container. So Bashpa, so together we are forming a new word here, Bashpasthali, one container which works with this steam. Okay. There are more examples in the on the slides here. If you scroll down, yeah, for example, starting from here, Sa, Strilinga word starting from here, Sa, Esha, Ka. Ka stands for the question mark if you want to ask. So, for example, here, Sa Ka, Sa Shayya. Sa Ka, we can ask the question. Sa, so note that here also the question word had changed. Okay. Previous word for the question was Ka. To ask the question with reference to a masculine word. So kaha eshaha, kaha saha, kaha balakaha, which boy, kaha balakaha. So this question word also changes to ka in feminine. So we have here sa ka, asking what is this. So we have sa shayya. So here also sa ka, sa petika, sa ka, sa panchalika, doll. So balika, girl. Sa ka, sa balika asti. Here also sa mahila asti, sa vruddha asti, old woman. Esha ka, esha kunchika asti. Esha shila, stone asti. Esha shatika, sari. Esha sharkara, sugar. Esha nalika, nalika, jalanalika, water pipe. Nalika means pipe. Then we have seen this sammarjani, and then there is sa, esha, or sa nadi. Nadi being a dirgha e at the end here. Nadi is also in the Strilinga word. Lakshmi, See here, there is Lakshmi, Sa, Lakshmi. So note, this is just not Lakshmi, but there is a special word here. There is a Visarga at the end here, Lakshmi. But there is no Visarga at the end of Saraswati. This is like Nadi. Nadi and Saraswati, their word formation is similar. Saraswati, Nadi, word form is similar. But whereas Lakshmi, there is a Visarga at the end, Lakshmi. Sa, Lakshmi. Then we have Lata, creeper, Lata, Sa, Lata, Yasha, Mala, so on. So there are many words given here. Utpitika, Sanithanika, etc. So these are some examples which are given here for these Strilinga words. Words which are in the Strilingam or neutral gender, feminine gender. Now coming to neutral gender examples. On the previous, yes, any question? On this page, there are some words which we saw. They are in the Napunsaka which are they? Padatranam, Sanganakam, Kankatam, the words which endings are like like Padatranam, Sanganakam, Kankatam, Mishrakam, and Sheetakam, Mudrana Yantram, or just Yantram. So these are all in Napunsaka. So how do we say this is a fridge? Okay. Or this is a comb. This is a this is a shoe. How do we say that? So to say that, what would be the qualifier? The qualifier would be here. This is a book. We say etat pustakam. Etat in place of eshaha, esha. In that place, if the main noun is Napunsakalingam, then we use the word etat and tat. Etat if it is close, tat if it is far. Etat, this is a book. Etat pustakam asti. Tat pustakam asti, or tat parnam asti. That is a leaf. So tat and etat, these words are used in place of esha or esha if the word is in the neuter gender. And other examples here are griham. Etat griham asti, this is home. Tat pushpam asti, that is what? That is a flower. Then etat phalakam asti, this is board. Tat phalam asti, that is fruit. Some examples are also on the slides here in between after the Pullinga words. So starting here, tat pustakam, tat jalam, etat vanam, etat pushpam, etat parnam, etat phalam, or if you want to be specific, we have seva phalam, apple here. And then we have etat naranga phalam, different kinds of fruits. You can go through that. Amra phalam, kadali phalam, etat bhojanam, food. And then this is a new word, ice cream. Payohimam. Okay. This is vatayanam, etat window. Etat vatayanam, door. Etat dwaram. So there are many. Nagaram, city. Many words which are in neuter or Napunsakalingam here. Here the question word would be kim, because this also has to change its form to refer to a neuter gendered word. That is Napunskalingam. So previously this was kaha for pullingam. Right? So we asked kaha eshaha, kaha saha, or ka sa for the strilingam. But if it is an Napunskalingam word, to ask the question also regarding that Napunsakalinga word, we used kim. Kim means what, right? Or who actually? Kim. Kim tat. Kim etat or kim tat asti. Kim tat asti means what is that? Kim tat or kim etat asti. What is this? Kim etat asti. So kim word can be used to ask the questions referring to a Napumsakalinga word. There are more examples here. So which we already discussed about the Pullinga pada, Pullinga. Oh, it's already time. So can go through this. Eshaha Parvataha Saha Kandukaha Eshaha Suryaha. Because Parvataha is a Pullinga word, so we use Eshaha. Kandukaha is a Pullinga word, so we use Saha. Or you can use Eshaha to indicate close and far, this or that. Eshaha Parvataha Saha Kandukaha Eshaha Suryaha Saha Vrikshaha. We have more words here. Mushakaha, Simha, Ghataha, Asandaha, Syutaha, Chashakaha, Chandraha, Saha, Darpana, Harinaha. And more words with the Strilinga words are here. Feminine, Esha, Javanika, Sa, Petika, Utpitika, Kartari, Mapika, Duravani, etc. And with the Kaha, Kam, Ka, Kim also, there are examples given here. Esha Kaha, Esha Balaka. This is a question we can ask. Asti can be again. Asti can add optionally. Esha ka asti, esha balaka asti, saha ka asti, saha shikshaka asti. Kaha kaha, all kaha is so that, and then similarly for ka also. Esha ka, esha balika, saha ka, saha shikshaka. So that we saw already. I think there are, yeah. Etat kim, tat kim, vimanam. So these are Napumsakalinga words. Yutakam, shirt, upanetram, eyeglass, glasses, pair of glasses. Then Vajanam, here, fan. And then Urukam, it is pair of trousers. Satram, umbrella. Vimanam, flight or plane. For that, we can use the etat word or tat word, because these are all Napumsakalinga words. So the next one we have, there are some exercises here, so which you can take this to the homework. Esha, you can fill in the blanks there. That Esha, etc. Any questions before we stop today?
I have a very simple question regarding the writing ku and ku.
Regarding writing,
Writing simple ku and ku. To write how to write ku and ku.
are you saying like this ku? Sorry, Salis. Salis, can you say that? Ku. Are you asking like this? The short ku and long ku?
Yeah.
Or yeah. The short ku is written like this, ku, and the long one is at the bottom. It is like this, the different direction. Ku.
And starting the u, from which starting u? From which point starting u? In which direction? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. First of all, the ka in Devanagari is written like this. Okay, just the ka. Now, if I write like this, it is not wrong as long as I can understand it. Okay? So it is exactly the lines can touch here like this. But if I write like this, nobody is going to say. I mean, this is not wrong actually. This is also okay as long as the shape is similar. Okay? That is one. Second is now about ku. Now that bottom, the short ku is you start it like this, right? Ku. So once again I write this is ka, and the bottom is start like this and go in this direction.
Okay.
Start from this, go in this direction, and again at the bottom here, if I don't make this exact circle, perfect circle, that's fine as long as I can understand. Okay, if I like this, like it doesn't, it's fine. But the other one, the long ku, here also I start it like this and then go it like this, like this. So start it like this, the direction, and go it like this.
Okay. Thanks.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Thank you, everyone. If there's no other question, you can stop here. And next week I'll be traveling, so no class. So we'll skip that and we'll meet after 2 weeks. But in the meantime, please complete the homework. I'll send you an email probably tomorrow with the recording of this and also some homework for this class. Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Oh,
Namaskar.
namaste. Thanks.